So DeliveryPod has the ability for us and yourselves as a client to enter in courier patterns. That will be, you can say, a Royal Mail barcode consists of 2 alphabetic characters followed by 9 numbers followed by 2 alphabetic characters. So if that's keyed in or scanned in into the courier barcode to pre-select Royal Mail for me, as you can see there, these are in the pre-selected boxes. I'm going to deliberately put something in that's not recognised. I'm going to put in 4 digits. Nobody would use that in their rightful mind because you wouldn't have enough combinations. But if I put 4 digits in, it will tell us the courier barcode scan didn't match any of the preset patterns. Well, yep, quite right. Please select or enter the courier name by hand. So click on close. We can look in the drop down to say, well, actually, is it any one of these? And it's not. Yeah. This is a weird courier that we've only ever seen once, and therefore it's not in the list. If I click on the courier not in list, a little message will pop up just to say, can you talk to your IT team or whoever, because you can add that courier name and that courier barcode pattern to the system. You don't have to come back to us to get that done. But for now, do you want to manually enter a name just to book these items? Yeah, of course I do. So I'm just going to put this in. As we're going to call it Courier XYZ, entered, and then we can carry on with our booking in process, and that's how we can deal with couriers that are not in the list or are not automatically recognized. Let me just pause the video and let me just actually carry on and think about it. So the other option you have is, of course, you can go and say, okay, that's actually a DX secure one or whatever it might be. Yeah, I'm just going to snake that for the moment. So because it's been entered by hand, that won't necessarily appear again, and that's a key bit. So let me just go to the website now and show you as best I can in the next video how courier barcodes are entered. It's not something people in the mailroom can do. They need to go back to the line managers to get this set up. But I do want to show you what the process is. By the magic of video editing, I'm now on the website logged on as an administrator, and different screen sizes. So as I scroll across, you can see that there are multiple barcode patterns recorded for each one. The reason for that is some couriers have different barcode patterns per country based on the sending country. And that's why you sometimes get many different barcodes on the same box, which is really confusing. So let's just imagine for a moment I want to add a courier that has a barcode of, say, 6 digits. What we're saying here is a number is represented by a hash key. So if I click on new to create a new courier, and I'm going to put in 6 hashes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll put my courier name in as being new test courier. And notice I can put in more patterns. So if I know that actually sometimes there's also a 7-digit item that comes along, I can put in 7 hashes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm just going to click on update for a moment, and that creates it in the list. If I then go back to my PC software for just for a moment, and I need to download my settings again. If I go to my barcode and put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and hit the enter key, can you see how that's pre-selected the courier for me? If I go back just for a moment, yep, doesn't match, I just wanted to clear it. If I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in and hit the enter key, it selects the courier for me. And that's really as simple as it is in terms of setting it up on the website. But again, you do need to go and do that on the mail on the mail side. You will find there are many couriers that deliver locally that have quite weird and wonderful barcodes. Now the other problem you get is that there is no standards between the couriers. You don't get one courier saying, Well, I'll use 16 digits and you use 17 digits and you use 18 digits. Unfortunately, many couriers will use 16 digits. It's a very common one. 12 digits is another common one. And the problem with that is that will mean that just by going on 16 digits, you can't accurately say that's definitely from this particular courier. So when it is selected for you, you do just need to check that and make sure that it's not selected the wrong one. So if it's got 10 to choose from, it's just going to choose one of them. It might be any one of the other 9. So you do have to be a little bit careful with it. So that's a few notes on the courier barcodes for you. But as you can see, you can set them up yourselves. You can add them to the list and put in the patterns. Now the way you put the patterns in is whoever in IT that's doing that is you get a series of barcodes. You might photograph them, and then you open something like Notepad, and then you will scan a series of these barcodes in to know what the pattern is, and then you set it up on the website. That's all it is. It's not rocket science, and it isn't foolproof because the couriers don't have agreed standards, which is a shame, but it's the best we can do. The key thing is you've got the courier tracking number in there, and it might be part of the barcode. Sometimes you'll find the barcode might be 1,000 digits long, and the reason for that is the couriers will often put things like the address, the postcode, the date it was sent, and all things like that in there, and the tracking number is just part of the information in that barcode. But when you go to search on the website and you enter the tracking number the customer's been given, it will still find it because it looks for all items that contains that tracking number anywhere within the courier barcode the courier barcode that was scanned. So you'll still find it.